大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩霍格华兹的传承。好，我们上一集已经从那个伯米村回来了哈。那然后还有就是我们今天刚好伯和在，所以我们今天有幸，对，跟他一起，又可以跟他一起来体验这个霍格华兹的
伯米村。
没错，
伯米村大逃杀，
伯米村大小事，他的
笑死。
好了，那虽然伯和没有看，还没有跳过了伯米村的剧情，不过伯米村剧情我觉有跟主线
人家打，
对，跟主线有关的也大概就2分钟了。
听了一个3怪，
对，好，那我们就接下来继续过主线吧。
所以你还没有取得你的那个小房间，
应该是没有。
不，刚刚那间不就你的宿舍了吗？
对啊，
只是你还没有办法摆设东西。
应该是啊，因为那共用的啊。我还没学到解锁咒。
解锁咒还有等级哦。
我还连学都没学到了，等级的话我就不知道了。
看来还很前面呢。
那么远，算了，还是传送吧。
有的要享受在开放世界奔跑的感觉。
我们录影的时候还是要有效率一点。
You wouldn't catch me keeping one.
Why not?
轮课，他像是没有办法去其他学院的交易厅。
像是啊。这些符合设定，因为我觉得他这个地毯做的还不错啊。
英伦风格，它推门是自动的，是吧？
没错，
那还不错。5线是吧？
这里是纯办公室没有床。
哎呀，托老师的太阳防护镜，
没错。
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
我错觉，我觉得整个教授的房间好像渲染的比较好。
差不多吧。这里那间木质比较多，这边是石质。
然后再来就是，我觉得他在对话的时候，我觉得人物脸模的渲染是比较精细的。有的时候对话或动画的时候会掉帧，我觉得有时候是不是他渲染的当下，我其实算不太动。那么远，
哎呀，
好像没有很远，用跑的好。
Hello there. Perhaps you can help
支
me.
线你接一下。
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
哇塞，是这种比灵魂画师好一点的这个。还是先做主线好了，看是在下面。
华丽的学，
这不是刚刚那边吗？学习生火咒。
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
还是学新技能的。火吼烧。
对了。
I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back.
所以你要去支线，
没有，这个也是主线，其实是他开的作业。
而且要一边学咒文是吧？
对。会踢那雕像会踢正步，到这边也有点掉帧，
能力多了开始掉帧。
因为我有一些渲染是开比较高的，我刚刚是开有一些是开旧级，对，所以我觉得有一些纹理是比较漂亮。
Revelio.
又不是常常有场景会有书吗？要拿书。
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Reparo. Reparo.
What was that? You're not trying to hit me, are you?
让你已经吓到了。
对，他是要走另外一边绕过去。
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
跑腿的狗子，
没错。
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
要针啦！
两局交错的魔杖，
听起来怪怪的。
两局，
其实之前蛮想知道，因为你看人物是偏左，就知道其实这个是右，你的视野是偏右边的。但是我找不到键怎么去切左边右边。
哦，我。
Revelio.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you praxia mole? As long as we're only retired, I can blind peas make you jump.
比屁鬼是很白目。
Revelio.
那个后面应该是可以过去的。
可以进去吗？
是啊。
Accio.
拉不过来，可是
Levioso.
把它移开吗
Lumos.
你现在有移动的咒文吗？
就是只有把东西拉过来，是拉不动。魁地奇的赛场，不过这个游戏好像取消魁地奇的这个项目。DLC。
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Levioso. Revelio.
这还是选单拿取经验值，
没错。
这什么手游设计？今天不能进去哦，
不行。
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands, a dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
你要打人家下面了吗？
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
把它揍飞啊！
咬
We'll
针，
make you regret
电
signing
脑要
up.
飞了。
There goes my wager.
变人家屁股。
Lumos. Protego. Levioso.
Act like a winner.
疯狂变人家屁股。
Fringo. Is that all you've got? Levioso.
Give 'em what for.
Levioso. Accio. Fringo.
I could never duel like that.
Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy.
官方。
Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
其实
Hope to see you back
玩
here
正
again.
常难度，其实受到伤害，我也觉得还是。
两局。
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for
你组队
another
了吗？
round?
我不晓得，应该都是 Sebastian 吧？
他不是说下一次你要自己找？
I'm ready. Let's
好
do
像
it.
是哦。
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
三个人。
靠，为什么2打3？
我血条好像是共用的，是不是？这三个人应该是。
Accio.
Descendo.
Don't shy away now.
Reparo.
啊，点错啦！
Accio.
I'm the one.
Levioso. Come on. Levioso. There goes my wager.
多招啊！
Levioso.
Accio.
Act like a winner. Protego.
被控场啦！
Is that all you've got? Levioso.
Give 'em what for.
Repair. Protego. Accio. Levioso.
Levioso.
Accio.
那招是准，
按错啦！
有人按错。
Levioso.
他是快捷键的。
Protego. Accio. Levioso.
他妈完全靠喝水在这边打，
笑死！
应该要改用手吧，因为这个闪躲不好
You
用。
did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then.
我其实不太懂，同
The
一个
next
场
round
景
is
在这
for
边
all
这
the
么久，
gobstones, so to
我还
speak.
是会卡，会突然跳帧，不太懂。照理讲，你载入那个 shader 应该就载完了。
应该是它不同状况的运算有差。
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try
有
now?
组合清单哦。
没错，
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Next time, perhaps.
Accio.
That's
基
it.
础连贯是吧？
对，
Levioso.
Good one.
Levioso.
That was something.
Levioso. Accio.
Excellent form. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you,
空中
Lucan.
连段，
I say
Excellent.
better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
好了，
Assignment's all finished.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
好像真的是有人物的话比较卡，场景的话真的都还好。
模组就多了，又是可动的。
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
其实我有看人家讲，好像主线并不长，好像15到20小时就结束，
官方的时候不是还号称说主线就要40个小时，
不可能。
I finished all of the tasks you gave me,
玩
Professor
家
Hackett.
10小时就
Glad to
可以
hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
乱放火了，是不是？
哎呀，不射咒，
支线还没解吧？
哇，真的是帅。哎呀，现在应该是修修布用不到。
Incendio.
You're getting it. Keep at it. And keep trying to incinerate yourself.
Levioso. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
还蛮爽的火焰咒。
勾起。
I've always had trouble with that spell.
下面是不是有个支线？不好意思，先下去接个支线。
可以跳过那个栏杆。
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
我要呛他。
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
说不定他就在扯谎，人家是史莱哲林的吼，
是吧？他不是雷文克劳的吗？
哎，对，雷文。
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I should take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it.
史莱哲林就自己去了，怕屁。
I shall be forever in your debt.
那是个小机灵鬼。
小机灵鬼。
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
你为什么每次点完地图回来都会比较累个？
因为这是3D 模。
现在更累个，现在帧数掉到10几，刚还20几。 我觉得他一定有一些问题，他摆那个地图的时候一定有一些问题。
应该是。他还蛮可爱的啊，不好吗？
你确定？
他有什么特殊的习性？
哎，它时间是自动会变晚上，还是随着任务变的？我其实不晓得它有没有昼夜系统。
如果随任务，那不就变成那个 P5了？这个变成 Persona 一样。
因为现在突然变晚上了。好了，那我们就开始吧。主线招，哎，等一下
，Incendio。
干嘛？要把桌子烧了，对？
对啊，试看看。有点爽。
爽屁！
哎，他刚好讲话，可他人不在这啊。
你把他东西烧了，他走了。
Revelio。
这是 bug 嘛？
哦。
地上那是。
哭吧。
啊，这是校长指派给费格教授时的那封信。 我觉得他这个场景做的真的是还蛮有 feel 的，像一个哈迷会觉得蛮。
Ah, there you are.
旁边白天呢，笑死。
没错。
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
不要到时候埋梗，他妈校长才是反派。
蛮有可能的，一副反派一样。
可是因为布莱克家族，我记得小说里写，全部都纯血派啊。就是比较有反派的潜质。
Perhaps he'll have an idea.
光看他那个人设的样子，就觉得
没错，
很有可能。
真是掉帧掉到爆了。
那天空也调到普通就好了，叶子啊，人口品质，这样人会变少吗？
应该是，
没什么人呢。
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
啊，那个学黑魔法好像就是跟他要走他。
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
哎，很羞可。
所以我一开始那个跟经营这个塞巴斯蒂安的这条友谊线就对了。果然我是要成为格莱芬多之血的男人。
哟。
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
这红色区域，操！
红色区域怎
See
样？
there? That's the door we
敌
need
对
to
区域
reach.
是吗？是这个意思吗？
And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells?
Oh,
spells are free.
对，是廉价版。
Give it a try.
咒语竟然是廉价版呢！
We must remain unseen.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
是有怪东西。
然后那本书我要把它收回来。
现在收书没问题。给拍到赛。还有2本哦。
对啊，我有好几本哦。
他要是第二英雄，现在超白目。
Whoever you are most certainly
Ah!
in the castle now, be on your way.
落赛
啊！
哎，这样书是算拿到还是没有拿？
应该是没有。拿到我岂不就过去卖，然后就可以那个了？
你现在就可以抓我。
Silent as a grave.
他还有一本。
打开确认自己的状态，你可以确认自己到底收过几本书。
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well.
目标在里面是吧？那个人就站在那边，是他妈要怎么进去？笑死！
Blast! The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
也有书哎，好白目。
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
所以收那个书是主要任务吗？
没有，那次要任务。可是你收久了可以升级啊。
我想说那不是升级用的。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
是他不会走过来。
好说啊。
啊， 他奶奶的，
这个准头不行。需要那个魔棒机关枪。
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
日记。
对啊，有什么问题吗？
为我找这种东西有经验。精神命运面罩，放一些怪怪的东西。
Revelio. Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now. I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
That's still 剧情。
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
这是有情有义史莱哲林。
这个前缀是这样加的，是不是？
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
因为我刚刚还有看到一个在飞的树叶，
还是赶快走吧。
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
那本书只有现在
啊，在那边，有可能啊。
这应该什么时候来都能拿。
看他不让我过去了，
改天再来吧。
好吧。
Accio. Revelio.
可以拿装备是吧？
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
穿过2次了。精准模式。
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Ghost 在哪里？
那个盔甲吗？那个角落那个、啊。喂，那个嘛，飘过来了。
那是阿飘。
那其他东西。
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
我还是习惯偷偷摸。
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because money everyone else has given her.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
哇，那本书没有飞回来。
Revelio.
然后飞1周才有机会回来。
这个年代的为什么这么喜欢放一个铁处女在这边？
哎，大家觉得很有神秘感。
放屁！想 SN 就说。
哇，那么痛的东西，
你怎么知道古代人怎么玩的？
这小脏脏。
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
2个女幽灵哦。
哎，这是穿模还是怎样？
哇，人家是贴墙。
看起来真的是贴在墙上。
哎、你那个箱子不是可以开？还是
不行，那个不能开。
不能开。
对。
这个也有经验值。
他的经验值只能靠这些收集东西来。
打怪没有经验值。
那个好像是打仗的那个。
是哦。
Who have we here? Sebastian Summer and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this. How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me? Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to? I know just the spell to repair this on. Reparo. Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Maria. 看起来不像在霍格华兹里的。
血色面罩，哇，好适合我格莱芬多之血。
那你他妈的！
那好像不需要潜行哦。
你还在图书馆里吗？你应该不在那里面了吧？我也难说了。那线行了是不是
Revelio.
无物件。
Lumos. Levioso.
是不是要修复
I need to wake up that rune over there.
唤醒，你有这种技能
Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
唤醒。
I wonder if I can hit the room with a spell.
操你妈！我还在这边试老半天，不要攻击就好了。
打就对了，
真的是打就对了。
你要一直打你要一直打你前进的。
应该是没打满。
你打了之后不能前进。
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
哦，还有处决哦。啊，不是，那是我拿上古魔力用的。
你消耗掉了是吧？
对。
顺闪。
Stupid one. Leviosa.
放火刀。
Incendio.
他不怕火的。
这样还是中。
好广啊！
对啊。
只是没有补药水。
Leviosa. Incendio.
七级的魔像。
我还想说怎么那么爽，可以直接处决。
很屁吃，
真的是屁吃啊！
那为什么你的那空气有时候都会绕到旁边去？
Leviosa.
直接摔死，
很棒。
Accio.
差一波，还好不用重打。
没错。
它是旁边有一条小路可以过去。
好像没有。
那不是有一个弯的？
啊。后面有魁地奇比赛了，还给个手套干嘛？
哎，还是有金探子的嘛。
啊的。哎，
还嘟嘟好。
对啊。哦，竟然。
This must be the way forward, but to where? Leviosa. Incendio.
看到东西就烧。
Accio.
已经满了，我靠！
我本来已经满了，这是什么巫术？
该卖掉了，换一换啊，换装备了。
这会会给什么？好像什么都没给。
还买掉了，换一换装备了，换一换装备了。
哎，我一会儿会给什么？ 什么什么都没给。
还有什么都没给。
什么都没给。
还有什么都没给。
还有什么都没给。
还买掉了，
哦，好丑啊！说，哎，刚好满。
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
这样摧毁好像不会给我钱，是不是？
但是，
看。哇，完了！
好多次哦。
哦，shit！
我把它打下去，
没错。哦，怎么这样清掉？不然。 啊shit！
多错。
Levioso。
还好血会慢慢回。
It is a book after all. Revelio。
我就哭了。
哦，
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
真的是有情有义，史莱哲林，你是不是入错学院了？你是不是？你是不是应该要来格莱芬多？
去错地方。
我记得电影里面马粪最擅长的事情是打小报告。哎，那刚刚那本书应该可以，
不一定啊，也许他在下大棋
啊，下一局大棋。
对，
那这个游戏那应该如果有这么黑暗就好了。
求之不得是吧？
哇 That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
哎呀，解完这个支线了，赞！
Revelio.
啊，这个是大厅哦，还是在这边。
This looks like the
支线解
location
完了
of
可以
the
到处跑了，
painting.
对。
What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
哦，是这样子解谜的哦。
能有不同的吗？
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
他那个解谜做的还不错哎，
有霍格华兹的感觉。
对，因为你刚好入魔师一打开，然后它就自动贴上来，然后再放开就自动归位，不是说你要去瞄准啊或什么。这个小细节就比想象中的好哎。啊，掉帧啊！不然人家曾经一度可以那个压倒性好评，虽然说我刚刚看的时候已经掉到94%，变成极度好评了，我也还是蛮屌的。
这个体量差不多。
嗯。
Revelio.
"142 staircases, and this is where they put me."
这个石像也在讲话，靠呀！
好绕哦！
不是，他这个导引是不是有问题？
有可能。这种学校上课肯定迷路，
当迟到就有理由了，
然后就迟到了5年，是不是？比口令还难记。
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
没错，有情有义，史莱哲林。
该不会那个就是被那个拿走
？Revelio。
啊。
Reparo.
Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
他本来就有那个信会自己念的，可是那个通常都是拿来骂人的。先去还。
Professor Fig and Weasley
先看一下刚才的对话。
have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
其实既然是魔法，不需要有那种像收音机一样的那种呜呜的那种闷闷的声音的。但是它还是这种
想制造效果。
对，但我觉得好像有点太那个，那应该是主线吧。 去武器手，看一下这个，我先把这个还一下好了。
一拿一拿，
没错。
Any luck finding my diary and the rest of my books?
Reparo. Incendio.
这样也行，
用烧的。
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
既然我们是格莱芬多之血，就基本上应该。
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
或许吧。
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next. Should never have trusted them.
不愧是这关系已经变负评了吗？往负面发展。
格莱芬多之血，任务大成功，
笑死！
多多死好多。好，去学个武器，先学个去武器走啊。
黑魔法呢？
它这个 这个是要对敌人使用完之后才可以那个。
你会找野怪了是吧？
对啊，哦，我只好先去上主线了，药草学。我在上药草课的路上，
可以的吗？现在有人跟你打吗？
我不知道。
然后反正命案了，是不是？
Revelio
已经这么近了。
那药草学教室弄还不错哎，这个。嗯。不好意思，不小心按到。破坏公物。
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
那么暧昧的表情是怎么回事？
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
雷文的人不喜欢药草学。
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
那人参万陀罗草，
他妈就人参。
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
我就知道对敌人用还蛮好笑的。
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and catch out the squirrels.
有。你的手里没有土吗？
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Amit Takar is already studying.
他有楼上。
我想搜刮宝箱啊！
对啊，我想看有没有什么教师的私人物品可以拿走。
你他妈的！教授的内衣是。
以前电影就时常在偷史内普的这个材料了，
最后
都是很合情合理的行为。
史内普的内裤。
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
当然养一个是，我很享受。
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
只要10分钟就长好了。
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Accio!
他会拿那个丢他哦，然后装备是不是？哎，这用 tape 丢哦。
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get there.
我好像看过有人用这招，丢一堆橄榄去咬。
Keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
我全都要。
多棒的东西，可能给你拔光了。哦。
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
继续当格莱芬多之血。
Thank you, Professor.
这个到最后满意度一定是最低的那种，这非常结局。
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
双马尾变怎么了？这种不是很容易第一个死的？
没有啊，这通常都是翻脸的时候都很恐怖的那种。
有这种设定？
有。
你是不是在唬我？
没有。会呢？ 你去武器走呢？
不能学啊！
打怪啊！
我要去这个、啊。
呀，霍格米村。
不行，好像传不过去。
你怎么跑的了？
应该可以给我飞行坐骑哦。
啊，你有学坐骑的课了吗？
好问题耶，好像没有。
让你能骑吗？
这画会动，真的会动。
这是霍格华兹的特色吗？
我只想说他会不会唬我，故意没有做。
桥都会飞了，画都会动，盔甲也会动。这很北了。
没错，校园霸凌。这好像是海格的小屋的那个位置。
Revelio。
没有戴那个红面罩。
这个精神，这个没有 feel， 你知道，因为他没有露那个嘴巴出来，没有那3个杠，这我应该把它
露3个杠，你知道学那个、哦？
当然啊，
看泥巴是
没错啊。
你奶奶！霍格华兹和泥巴。
戴这个面具，不晓得对话的时候会不会看不到脸。
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
然后就会受伤了。
不让我下去，
笑死！对峙之。
Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Revelio!
就这。
不满意啊？很不满意啊？
小不满意。
那种精彩的决斗是吧
？Incendio。
哦。
Reparo。Revelio。
那个该不会还可以弄过来吧？
看起来是要加水或什么东西的。
还有这种东西？
好像没有。啊，应该是要把那骰子拉过来。
Accio。
哎，
弹回去了。然后丢到水里了。
他好像有被什么东西挡住。
Revelio。
啊，应该没什么东西了。
可以跑去水里。
这应该有一个魔咒要先破掉。因为这边是那个海格的小屋嘛。
Revelio。
那时候海格是应该也还不在吧？
当然
没在。
刚有亮了一下，但是不知道东西在哪里。等以后可以飞再回来啊。先赶路了，不要浪费时间了。不咯。先看下会不会面具来挡住。
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rupert and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I beg your pardon. How dare you!
What's going on here?
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
See them, Mummy. They're beautiful.
Revelio.
With wings.
That's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you.
哇塞，抢钱呐、啊！
Why don't you do some more drawings for me?
多钱呢、
啊、？Very well, Mummy.
先去卖东西啊，那边看有个商店。
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
"那应该都可以卖一卖，反正外观好像都有。
我卖一卖了，获取的好像蛮快的。
我先买点药吧。
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Wonder who lives here. Revelio.
"这不是有门吗？银行款。
还可以点一下那个痰盂。
外面不是有个包？
Revelio.
嗯，
打破它啊！你要打破那个木头。
Revelio. Accio. Revelio。
我是全能的勇者，
没错。另外有个钱袋，还有个小包包我没捡。这穿模了吧？
在地下哦。
对啊。
在屋外吗？
没有啊。
你要什么奇怪的咒语
吗？对，这间才是锁住的。想说刚刚有记得有经过一间有锁住。
Revelio。
孤单妈镜。
对啊，这个没有后门，这没得抢，
没得抢，
这没得抢啊！真的变晚上。
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
很好。
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you?
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
还有增援呢，你妹的！
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
哇，怎么搞得跟战争之影一样？还有特写！哇，
这是100年前。
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this! You can come from my fucking! Release me!
Accio.
Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Stop that, right?
Incendio. Leviosa.
You've made a great mistake. No, don't.
这就是所谓的去魔药学的路上都宰了6个吗？
应该是。
What on earth just happened?
我听我根本是个
Been
屁。
accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features.
Revelio.
Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
要怎么把东西丢上去？
装备吗？可是你的咬人甘蓝。
好呗，那直接互动就好了。
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my note.
Revelio.
啊，顺营走了。然后我看要录多久啊？这个时间我觉得差不多了。这个我觉得他这个随便一个支线任务都做的还，演出都还不错哎。蛮有 feel 的。哇，那伯和有什么特别想讲的吗？这一集完成度蛮高的，
演出还不错了。
任务类型啊，潜入啊或什么的，
该有的都有。
战斗好像咒语多了以后有稍微好，因为现在发现原来是可以打 combo 的。虽然说刚刚那个反派精英敌人要进场的时候，搞得跟那个战争那个中土世界战争之影一样，那个半兽人头每次出来都要先那个喊个话这样子。一模一样的那个运镜，你知道吗？
我们现在流行了，
没有，是同一个公司啊，是他们风格啊。
难怪。
然后之前战争之影最他们就是他一直他打到一半突然会有精英乱入，然后精英乱入，然后还有他的仇人会在乱入，就是说你就一直在听他在那边讲那个屁话，然后一直特写，一直特写。你就打到一半就被中断，打到一半中断，那个到后来很影响节奏。
哦，
正白我是
看来是同一套操作，
我不知道未来会不会有这个问题。好啦，反正剧情嘛，看得出来他拖主线的方式是有一点，
老赛。
对，像那个刚刚我们老师要跟我们去那个贝格教授
拖台前，
对，就被校长抓走了。然后现在又说，我要回那个魔法部去报告那个死亡的这个，我可以理解啦。对，人死了是很重要，是很严重，但你主线就被中断，然后变成你自己跑，
对啊，就怪怪的。
好吧，我们就还是期待后面的主线的。我看起来这游戏应该搞不好最后是变成支线比主线好玩，看来有这个趋势。好了，那我还有没有什么补充的？好吧，那这一集这么长，就先到这边了吧。好，那以上就是今天这个霍格华兹的传承的游玩内容啦。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜，
拜拜。